In the last episode, I asked an important question. Should you buy physical gold and silver or buying a gold and silver by ETF through NISA, which is smarter way since it is a tax free. So today it is my second episode to talk about it. Buying in physical or ETF. Let's break down more step by step. So let's start with physical metal. When you buy physically gold and silver, you own real metal in bars or either in coins. So if we compare this with our stock market, if you compare one on one, there is no brokerage fee since you own real gold and silver, and there is no financial intermediate charges and no system dependency. Finally, you control your own gold and silver as a coin or a bar. So that gives psychological and financial security. But there are some risks though. Yes, you may face storage with the security tightened, insurance perhaps, selling spread, and liquidity delays. So, and for especially foreigners, something more important. There are a few extra things you must think about it if you are a foreigner living in Japan. First, your visa status and long-term plan. So if you plan to stay in Japan for many years using Japan's tax advantaged system like NISA, it can be extremely powerful. Yes. Why? Because it is unique beneficial called tax free. So the capital gains can be tax free up to a certain limit. So this improves your long-term compounding. But if you stay for a temporary, for a short term, your strategy may need to be different. The second one, yes, currency, Japanese yen. As foreigner, we earn in Japanese yen within Japan, and someday we may return to our home country and you are exposed to exchange rate risk. So if the yen weakens over a longer period of time, your savings might lose. But assets like gold can help you to overcome such a kind of issue. The third one, cross-border movement. So if you plan to take your physical metal like gold and silver back to your home country, you may face issues like airport declaration requirement, customs rules, import taxes, and security concerns. But anyway, gold is a portable wealth. But cross-border transport is not always simple. So your residency is matter when you buy physical gold and silver. Then how can you buy gold in rising market? Here comes the answer called ETF. You can still buy gold and silver through ETF in Japan stock market, that too through NISA, which will be tax free upon selling. ETF actually tracks the real price without you holding the physical metal. So if you purchased inside NISA, capital gains will be tax free, easy to buy and sell, no storage cost, and no travel risk. But if you rely on some financial systems, you have to pay a small management fee. So here we come to a conclusion. If you really fear on stock market and systematic buying through ETF, physical metal always gives you your independence. But if you want to be in safe mode and tax efficiency, especially in Japan, NISA ETF is often more practical, and especially NISA offers tax-free even for long-term holding without tax, which is 20% in general stock market. So smart investors, they don't choose emotionally. They choose wisely and for the long-term perspective. So being a foreign investor means thinking globally should make a matter, not just a local thinking. So in next episode, I am going to explain how much gold and silver you must hold in your portfolio. So if you are interested in such a kind of information, subscribe our channel and stay tuned. Thank you. Bye-bye.